Sha Tin Vase then, the first of our group races on the weekend. Group 3 contest over the 1,200 metres run under handicap conditions. Sees the Wizard odds, carries Saddlecloth #1. John Size and Joma are 8th behind I Victory last time out. Lucky Bubbles 5th in that race as well. Winner's Way, well, he was 3rd behind Beat the Clock, 2 starts back in Group 2 company. Born in China, the second of the Francis Lloyd runners. Dundonald, 3rd behind What Else But You. Well, my friend, 5th behind What Else But You last time out. A fabulous one, gets the... Well, there's only 8 runners, but the gun gate, barrier 1, he likes to roll. Yep, good gate, and he'll go forward, definitely, certainly with that light weight on his back. While my friend's been prominent in his runs, although often over further than the likes of Not Listening to Me. Lucky Bubbles, and I think Winner's Way should get a lovely drag into the race.
Well, we know the Wizard of Oz is a very talented galloper, but he's had soundness issues over a fairly long period of time. He's going to go into the race second up. His first up run was OK. He didn't really sort of put his name up in flashing lights, but he's trialled OK since. We'll probably have a look at that shortly. This is a nice piece of work from Not Listening to Me. He was beaten nearly 14 lengths last start in the race won by What Else But You, and he certainly hasn't been the best he's been this season, the 7-year-old, but he's moving fluently, as you can see there, and so too is Fabulous One. He's moving really fluently in the mornings. He's had a couple of very good pieces of work on the 14th and on the 24th, the one we're looking at here. Won a trial recently for Chad Schofield, who is going to ride Dundonald, but he looks really well at the moment, Fabulous One. Yeah, feather in Jack Wong's cap, actually, that he gets to ride him. No exactly,
claim.
Yeah.
No claim in a group race. There you go. All right, let's start off, speaking with group races, with a Group 1 winner. That's Lucky Bubbles and Brett Prebble.
Brett, you rode Lucky Bubbles last time out on the Chairman Sprint Prize. What did you think of that performance?
It was probably a bit below par. Obviously, he had a decent break and he was coming back off that layoff, and he was racing horses that had been up all season and very fit. It was a decent field at that time. It was very strong, probably the best horse we got. So he got a little bit of a check, and just on straightening when Mr. Stunning sort of come out underneath his neck and sort of stopped his momentum and that. And I feel that he probably got a bit tired. So I think he will definitely come on from that run.
That was your first time riding him under race conditions for 12 months. How's he changed in that time?
Well, he actually did. He didn't feel the same horse he used to, but he's got older and he's probably carrying some sort of issues. But if his action felt comfortable and he's put up clean, and he's been very well since that. He was giving him a nice blow on the trial, and when I pushed the button, he extended well the last 150, and that was positive signs.
Easier race then for him on Sunday compared to last time out. You mentioned that improvement. What are your expectations going into it?
Yeah, well, he should be winning, shouldn't he, really, in all fairness, on his form. And he's got a good gait. He's got a bunny to run along in front. There's plenty of ticks there, if he doesn't put his hand up now and go and sort of have a bit of a kill, well, it's only going to be a slippery slide.
There you go. Should be winning, shouldn't he?
I've got him in the numbers, but not on top.
He's definitely not the horse he was, as Brett said, but I think at this level, even with the weight, he'll be very competitive. The Wizard of Oz trialled nicely there, as we saw, but he needs to lift on his debut. I mean, he was a fair way behind Lucky Bubbles in that replay. Yeah.
All right, we'll keep looking then. Winner's Way. Here finishing 3rd. This is behind Beat the Clock. Born in China, Not Listening to Me, and Dundonald further back too.
Winner's Way for me is a good horse at this level. I think he can probably win a Group 3 at some stage, but it'll probably be over further, 14 or a mile. Born in China is a very good horse, but he just can't bring the form to Sha Tin. Not Listening to Me, that track work to me suggests he's improved a little bit. Dundonald would prefer it probably at 1400.
I quite like Winner's Way. I've got him on top for this race because he's run twice at 1200, and there were different types of races. One was a sort of sit sprint, the other was a much stronger gallop. On both occasions, he was very close. And I think you get a decent gallop, and that'll suit him.
Yeah, 2 very good horses in front of him. Mr. Stunning was the other horse in front of him there. Here's Winner's Way again, but Fabulous One in front as they turn for home. Yeah,
and I think Fabulous One will be able to find the front in this race. Drawn barrier 1, as you said, Andrew. Jack Wong will take the ride. Jack's ridden the horse twice for a second. The last 2 times that he's run with very light weights, 2nd behind Amazing Kids with 109, 2nd behind Premier. That was over the 1,000 with 113. He was just eased down there. I think, that's not a concern at all, saving the best for race day. And I think he'll scoot along on the lead, and with a very light weight and some question marks over the quality horses and how they're going, he'll take a lot of beating for me.
Yep, Brett's exactly right. That's the theme with him. When he's got a light weight, that's the time to get him.
All right, sounds like Fabulous One's on top for you, Brett.
He is, yeah. I'm going to tip him on top, and I think he might be a good each-way bet on the day, Andrew, particularly at that price. Him to beat Lucky Bubbles, who's the quality And I think from barrier 3, second up, he will improve. He's got a fantastic second up record, 5 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds. The Wizard of Oz, I've thrown him in on quality alone. I'm not really convinced that he's going that well, but he goes in just for quality, 8-2-1. And 4 not listening to me, again, quality horse who is going a little better. But 8 each way for me in our first feature.
I've got Fabulous One in, but on a second line behind Winner's Way. I think this is a 1,200-metre race that he can win. He probably is better over 1,400, but like I said before, those 2 1,200 runs were very promising. Fabulous One in for second. Lucky Bubbles in for third. Born in China, yes, his record's much better at the Valley. It wasn't a terrible run last time at Sha Tin. I think he can box on for a minor place, but I think if you just play Winner's Way to win here, you won't be going too far wrong.
All right, just the 8 runners. We've all got a different winner. I'm with Brett Preble here. Should win. Didn't try and dress it up. That's his opinion. I'll begin with that as well.